Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's Monday Night Raw broadcast live on USA Network from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. In the main event, Gunther successfully defended his Intercontinental title against Jey Uso thanks in part to a distraction provided by Jimmy Uso. After the match, Jimmy attacked his brother Jay to end the show. The Bloodline was also involved in the opening match with interference from Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa helping Drew McIntyre to defeat Cody Rhodes.
Oh no! Jimmy Uso! Jimmy Uso of the Bloodline! What the hell is he doing here?
What the hell is Jimmy Uso doing here?
What is that? Solo with a Samoan spike! The damn Bloodline is here!
The hell is the Bloodline doing here?
Roman Reigns warned Cody Rhodes. McIntyre saw what transpired. He hits a Claymore to take advantage.
No!
McIntyre
No!
in the cover for the win.
No!
In the last chance battle royal to determine the final participant in the Women's Elimination Chamber match, the returning Raquel Rodriguez emerged victorious, last eliminating Chelsea Green. In other results, the Judgment Day defeated Miz, R-Truth, and DIY when Damian Priest pinned Truth. Chad Gable beat Ivar by submission, and a brawl erupted during a promo segment involving the participants in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. In legal news, a Chicago law firm is seeking more potential claimants against WWE in the wake of recent accusations of sexual misconduct and alleged cover-ups within the company. The firm of Pintos and Mullins issued a statement yesterday looking for individuals willing to provide information if they believe they were sexually assaulted or made to feel uncomfortable, or if they may have witnessed sexual abuse by Vince McMahon or others within WWE and UFC, the two organizations that comprise TKO Holdings. The statement specifically mentions the sex abuse charges against McMahon and John Laurinaitis, as well as other accusations against McMahon in the past, including Rita Chatterton's 1992 rape allegations. Pintos and Mullins has also set up a website, WWEsettlements.com, where potential claimants can provide information stating that such claimants may be entitled to financial compensation. In more WWE news, the company is planning to bring a live event to Vienna, Austria for the first time in 5 years, according to an announcement made yesterday. The Wiener Stadthalle is scheduled to host a WWE house show on Thursday, May 2nd, which is intended as a lead-in to WWE's Backlash Premium Live event happening 2 days later in France. Wrestlers advertised for the show include Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Io Sky, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens. Austrian Intercontinental Champion Gunther has passed another milestone in his historic reign. Today marks 620 days that Gunther has been the Intercontinental Champion, which is more total time than any wrestler has ever held the title. That record had been held for more than 40 years by Pedro Morales, who held the title for a combined 619 days across two title reigns, stretching from 1980 to 1983. Gunther broke the record for the longest individual IC title reign back in September when he surpassed the 454-day reign of the Honky Tonk Man. And finally, turning to Japan, the final day of Fantastica Mania 2024 took place yesterday in Tokyo's Korakuen Hall, featuring the stars of both New Japan Pro Wrestling and Mexico's CMLL. In the double main event, Mascara Dorada defeated Stuka Jr. and Mystico defeated Ultimo Guerrero. In an 8-man tag, El Desperado, Musashi, Templario, and Volador Jr. beat Hiroshi Tanahashi, Rocky Romero, Soberano Jr., and Tiger Mask. In other selected results, Atlantis Jr. beat Hechicero, and Okamura defeated Dark Panther. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the wrestling news across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.